And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the 10 yards, they run it with their fullback. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Open man is Trey Burton. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle made by Caleb Chason.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
Yeah, the final tally, as told by Next Gen Stats, he hit 21.5 miles per hour. Whoa.
He's already found the end zone once in this half, and they do a nice job there pushing him backwards and denied his bid for a second score.
The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
Here we go.
But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Blankenship's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Able to complete this to Chenault. He just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches, why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
The Colts 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, empty. Wait,
The give to Taylor. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Trey 15, plus.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Done. 180. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Done.
On the draw is Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Go, go. 180. Come on, come on, come on.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Wentz now to throw. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Back, back. 120. Kill.
Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there. After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And here's Rodgers on the return. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to nail a drive.
And I would think that they would have to.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Lady. Two jet. Come on now. Come on.
Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. To throw, it's Wentz. Wants a screen pass, that's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's 2nd and 8. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Ready. 70 Ranger.
He'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, It's fourth down.
On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Done. 120!
They run with Taylor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They run once more with Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. Taken in by Chark. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved a first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been terrific so far. And this will be taken at the 13. So this... will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
2nd and 9 now. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Ready, break. 70 Timberwolf.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Kari Willis there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
70
No,
Lions.
scratch that. 2nd and 7.
70 Lions. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Go.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
26-yard line.
Viking 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Let's go now.
19-yard line.
60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Do that again, baby.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
Ready, 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Bleeding!
They'll run with Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Here we go. 180!
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Say, hey! Trap 60, trap 60. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Jim.
The throw over the middle, take it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hiking 18. Go.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked. And and turn to the side.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. They're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cougar 19.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 36.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Wentz going to throw. And it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
The Colts on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Go, street.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
Ready? 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 70 Timberwolf. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw again. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly. That means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Go.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game. So with that, need 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Indianapolis, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.